Hey, Racing, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you this new HUD data design that I'm going to start working on for my robots. So, let's jump straight into it. Alright, so we're here in Photoshop. I took a screenshot of one of my charts and I just pasted it in Photoshop just to use as reference to do the mockup. So this is the mockup for the design for the HUD itself. It's straightforward, but we go through it and you will see what the plan is. So let me just zoom in here. So if we look at it, you can see it's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. Now, if you're not from Trinidad and Tobago, you're not from the Caribbean, you may not know what a Jumbie is. But you could Google it. You'll get a nice history lesson there. So one of the things I wanted to display is the leverage, because dependent on what I would be trading, the leverage kind of important. So if it's on one of the prop firms, obviously the leverage would impact how things work out, right? Your lot sizing and so on. Then it would show the symbol of the chart that is on, as well as the time frame. You have the account balance here in this kind of yellowish gold color that would be dynamic. The spread to the top here would be green. Now, in order to not trade through news, what I do is I put a max spread, and normally there is a range that the spread is within during standard conditions, but once you go through a news event, the spread will actually increase, right? So what this max spread would do would actually stop trades from happening during news. So if, for example, the spread was 2 pips and we have a max spread of 2.5, once it's 2 pips, this number here would be 2 and it will be in green. If it crosses to 3, this would turn to 3 and it will be red, so trades will be off. Then it would calculate the lot size and display it here. Now, because this bot will be meant to trade multiple strategies, I would have to use like one standard calculation between each one of them in order for it to display like this, or I could do a different calculation for each one, but then to know what our lot size is, I would need to have multiple lot size to display it, right? But for now, I'd most likely be using a calculation based off of 1 micro to $100 in the account, and then I would create a factor of that. So if the factor is 1, it will be 1 micro to 100. If the factor is 0.5, it will be half micro, which can't happen. So it will be 1 to 200 at that point, right? Hope that makes sense to you. Then at the bottom here, it would have the equity. So this would be the account balance minus any ongoing trades, any drawdown. And then you would have the float, which would be the actual value in dollars that the account is in, either a drawdown or in profit. And then here you would have it as a percentage. Now each one of these would be dynamic, as well as they would change color. So if the account is in a drawdown, then these would be in red, and if it's positive, these will be green, right? Then below that, we'll have the 4 different strategies displayed. So as I go through and I build and I test different strategies, these strategies would actually be implemented into this one bot, and then I'll be able to switch them on and off. And if it's on, the off would be grayed out, and then the on would be in blue, but in green. And if it's switched off, it would be the other way across, where the off would be in red and then the on would be in gray, right? Moving down, this is something that I just like to know what the direction of the market is, and in order to do that, the easiest thing to use is a 200 moving average. So the 200 moving average will calculate on every single time frame, and then depending on the position on that time frame, it will change the color of the times here in either green or red, right? And then this number here would be dynamic. So from the input, if I change it from a 200 period to a 50 period, then it will display here as 50, and it will show you what the 50 is calculated across all time frames. For the RSI, this will be the lower and then the upper levels of the RSI, and then on each time frame it will tell you whether it's above the upper level, below the lower level, or in the middle of it. So if it's in the middle, it will be gray. If it's on the above the upper level, it will turn green, and if it's below the lower level, it will turn red. For the ADX, we use the ADX to determine if the market is trending or not. So once we determine the level for the ADX, the price, if it's above the ADX level on any time frame, it will be green to represent that the market is trending on that particular time frame, and then if it's below the ADX level on any particular time frame, it will turn red, right? The ATR, just to get an idea of how the market is moving over, you know, how much ever bars. This will just display what the average pip value is for the last 20, 21 bars, or you know, whatever it might be. And then finally, for the previous day candle, for this symbol, it would either be red or green, just to represent what the candle is. Because even if on this here the day shows up as red, it could actually be green, right? Because this just represents being over the 200 period moving average, but you could have a bullish day or bearish day above the 200 period moving average. So this here would just show whether it's a red day or a green day the previous day gone, and then, well, just my company here. So I mean, yeah, this is it, not too complex, it's pretty straightforward. What I would do is start working on the main shell of it, and I'll try to do videos to update the process, give you all some feedback on it. If anyone is interested in learning to code and creating your own HUD, you could do that. Again, I code in MT4. I do use MT5, which I should be, but I kind of just like the coding in MT4, and I'm not really feeling to learn MT5 right now. So yeah, if you all think I should change or add something to the HUD, don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know, so I could probably see how best I could implement it in the system. And yeah, so that is it for now. If you all find this interesting, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.